everyone. So today in this video we are going to discuss about your questions related to biotic factor. Most of them are your MCQs, multiple choice questions. So let's start. So your first question is, biotic factor are also known as, what are the synonyms of biotic factor? Okay, here you see 4 options are there: density dependent factor, density independent factor, both or none of the above. So what is the answer? Biotic factor, that is your density dependent factors. Yes or no? Because here what will happen? The density of the insect will also affect the density of the natural enemies. If the prey population will be reduced, predator population will also reduce. Yes or no? That is what your biotic factor. The other term is your density dependent factors. Coming to the next question, abiotic factor are also known as. If biotic is density dependent, then abiotic is which one? That will be your density independent factor. Just like your temperature, rainfall, those things don't depend upon the density of the insects or any other organisms. Coming to the next question, you see, this is a terminology. You see, feeding on individuals belonging to the same species. That means Helicoverpa armigera feeding on Helicoverpa armigera, praying mantids feeding on the praying mantids. Okay, so the term is known as what? Options are your commensalism, foracy, mutualism, and cannibalism. So which one is the answer? That is your cannibalism. Okay, don't confuse with commensalism. That is your cannibalism. Okay. Now, next question is, overcrowding in honeybees leading to swarming occurs due to which factor? Whether interspecific, intraspecific, food sufficiency, or cannibalism. Cannibalism is not the answer. Yes or no? The previous questions we have discussed, not even food sufficiency. Now coming to inter or intraspecific. You see, overcrowding in honeybees, only in honeybees, not with any other insect. Yes or no? So that will be your intraspecific competition. The elimination of one species by another species as a result of interspecific competition, okay, is known as what? What is the principle name? You see, options are your competitive exclusion principle, Gauss principle, both A and B, and Archimedes principle. Which one is the answer? Not only this one also is your answer. Okay, that is known as your competitive exclusion principle. Yes or no? One species will be excluded due to competition, interspecific competition given by Gauss. That's why it is also known as your Gauss principle. So your answer will be your answer C. Okay, both A and B. Next is your the phenomenon in which one organism is benefited by living on or inside another organism without injuring it. That means here what is happening? One is getting benefit, another one is unharmed. That is known as which one? You see, mutualism means both will be mutually benefited. Cannibalism means one is benefited, another one will be adversely affected. Yes or no? Intraspecific. Food sufficiency, not answer. Answer is your commensalism. Okay. One will be living on or inside the body of another one without harming this one. This means this one, the commensal will get the benefits, but the host will not be affected, unharmed. Okay, that is known as what? Your commensalism. Answer is commensalism. Coming to the next question, when the commensal use its host as a means of transport, the phenomenon is known as not amensalism. Yes or no? Mutualism is not the answer. Cannibalism is again not the answer. So the answer is your foracy. Okay. So foracy is part of commensalism, okay, but when it is using it as transport, as a mean of transportation, okay. Coming to the next question, an interaction where one of the organism is harmed by the association unaffected organism. The associated organism will be unaffected. That means here one is getting the harmful effect, another one is neutral. That is known as what? Your amensalism. Yes or no? These three are not the answer. So the answer is your amensalism. Okay. Now coming to the next question, organism which attach itself in the body. That means they have to attach to another body of the other organism, either externally or internally, to get nourishment and shelter, at least for a short period of time, otherwise for the entire life cycle. That is known as what? What is the organism? Okay, these two are not the answer, yes or no, you can easily identify. Then parasite or host, definitely that will be your parasite. Parasite is the answer. The organism which is attacked by the parasite is known as what? The options are your parasite, predator, parasite or host, and the answer is your host. Very easy questions, you should not make mistakes. An insect parasite of arthropod, which is parasitic only in image, these two things are important, only in their immature stage, and destroys its host in the process of development, and they are free living as adult. That means they are parasitic in immature stage and they are free living in adult stage. So what is the terminology for that? That is a parasitoid. Okay, answer is your C. Now coming to the next question, 12 number question. The phenomenon of obtaining nourishment at the expense of the host. That means parasite is there, host is there. So what is the relationship? Or what is the process? The process is your parasitization. Okay, answer is your B. Organism on which predator predates. That means the organism which will be fed upon by the predator is known as, these two are not the answer, prey or host. Definitely that is your prey. Okay, predator feeds on prey, parasitizes on host. Okay, like this you should remember. Next question is organisms which feed on decaying plants and dead organic matter. Those are known as your saprophagus. Yes or no? Or they are also known as your scavengers. Herbivore means they will feed on the plant. Carnivores means they will feed on other organisms. Saprophagus means they are scavengers. And primary consumer means again that will be your herbivores. Okay. So answer is your answer C, saprophagus. Okay. You see the last question, that is your cabbage butterfly attacks which plants? Okay. You see cabbage butterfly are, you have to tell me, they are either polyphagous, monophagous or oligophagous. I have told you in the class that is your oligophagous. That means they will feed on the plants of related families or within the same family, like your crucifers. Okay, here you see the examples are cabbage, cauliflower, all crucifers and all of the above. So they attack cabbage, they attack cauliflower, they attack all the crucifers. So the answer will be your all of the above. Okay, answer is your option D. Okay, so I hope you understood these things, and you might have before I told you the answers, you might have known the answers. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.